Welcome back to News at Noon on ABC 36 News Now.
Hey folks, welcome back in. Well, our friends at Bluegrass Kitchens, they offer design and contracting services for kitchen and bathroom remodeling, and they collaborate with industry professionals to create interesting and functional kitchens and bathrooms.
And here to tell us all about their remodeling tidbits are Becky Crook and Jennifer Barnes. Ladies, thank you so much for being back with us again. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so let's talk about, the designs the styles that are really predominant right here in Kentucky. What are you seeing with kitchens right now?
Well, we see a lot of traditional for the colors and the kitchens of Southern Kentucky, and we are always open to the changing on and having transitional spaces that kind of take on different styles.
That's interesting too, because I think we follow the same thing with fashion. There are trends, right? So I remember when we built our house back in 2006, it was dark cabinetry and dark granite countertops, and now everything went kind of light and bright.
Completely opposite.
But with Central Kentucky and with Lexington, we're like, you know what? We're going to do what we want to do. and we've got our own vibe here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Central Kentucky has its own style. So that's very cool that we don't quite fall in line with exactly what the trends are.
That's right, that's right. And so, when people do decide that they want to update their kitchen, how does that process work with you all? How do you figure out what this person actually wants, especially if they don't have a plan in mind too? How do you do that? What's that process like?
Well, we go out to their houses and meet with them and talk to them and look at the design and the choices that they pick out in the rest of the house, and that helps us kind of guide them toward where they need to be. If they're very minimalistic and have light bright colors and stuff, they might be more contemporary. If they have monochromatic, more neutrals, they're more transitional. And if they have darker, richer colors like you were talking about, they'd be more traditional.
So you're grabbing elements from what you're already seeing in the house, what their lifestyle is looking like. Interesting too, I wonder, you get questions about, or ask questions rather, of this person's really into cooking, so maybe more counter space, maybe more functionality, and then other people are like, look, I want a kitchen for entertaining. I don't cook a day in my life. I just want it for that centralized space to entertain. And that takes you all in a whole different direction, I imagine, from a design standpoint.
Yes. Yeah, so we will sit down with them and talk to them about what they do in their kitchen, what they like and what they don't like. And then we sit down and we take a lot of time drawing out plans that are tailored to them for their specific needs.
Now, what if a client works with you that is getting ready to update their home, renovate in order to resell? What does that process look like then? Or how do you advise them? Is it different than if they stay in the home?
We always advise them to do some things in there that they can enjoy, even if their plan is a short-term plan for them to be in the home, 1 or 2 years, because they're going to get some enjoyment out of that.
Right.
But also to be mindful of what the general population would enjoy.
And I think you can never go wrong, really, with a little kitchen renovation, because it's just going to increase the value of the home overall.
It really is.
And it's something that people take immediate notice of if they're walking through the house.
For sure.
Well, it sounds like we need you guys riding shotgun with us on the next kitchen redesign. What's the best way for our viewers to get in touch with you?
They can call the office, or we have a website, bluegrasskitchens.com, and they can find our information, stop by the showroom on Southland Drive.
Sounds great. Wonderful. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Good to see you both.
Good to see you all.
Back in a minute. Stick with us.